what's up? My name is David Glenn of theproaudiofiles.com and davidglennrecording.com. Today we're going to take a quick look at something I did today while mixing my friend's record. His name is Micah Beckwith out of Indiana, and doing a worship project for his band, Sing Love Worship. And I've got the rough here. Was inspired by something he did in the rough mix, and took it a step further in my mix. So I want to show that off. Cool trick to a snare drum using delay. And I'll be adding this to my course called Mixing with Special Effects. I'm about to go back through all of my courses. I've got almost 10 courses or so, and I'm going to be adding modules to any of you who have purchased those. You're going to get those updates for free. So if you go check out any of my products now, you're going to be getting a whole slew of free videos in the coming weeks and months as I go back and revamp everything. So that out of the way, a little shameless plug, I'm going to show you the rough mix, and then I'm going to come over and walk you through what I did to his snare, kind of like a supplemental snare type thing going on. Okay, so we got that like stereo delay type thing going on. I'm going to come over here and show you what I did with that section of the song. To set this sinner free. Hallelujah. 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 Sovereign Savior. Okay. Sounds pretty gnarly, right? So that delay is really the kind of the soul of that snare drum. The original snare drum, as you heard in the rough, came to me super bright, and give my friend some crap. I have no idea what he was hearing with that one, but I love him to death. So I just took that and just took out a ton of top end. Let's take a look at that. Kind of a real annoying snare. So I took out a bunch of top, added some chunk, and lo-fi is not really doing much. I just like to add lo-fi to things sometimes. And so anyways, that in the mix sounds like this. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Right? So he had the right idea with the delay, and I like that stereo delay, but I wanted to keep, I felt like there was some space over here to the left, being that I panned the guitar swells to the right. So I wanted it to kind of delay and move. And so I just started trial and error, throwing some stuff on it. The first thing I did was just a standard delay, stock delay in Pro Tools. I found that was a dotted eighth, looked about right. And then I EQ'd to take out some of the warmth of it and some of the top, even more, because just to my ear needed less of that. And then here's where things get interesting. I looked at my account and I had the UAD raw just sitting there. And it was back when they first announced these. I think I bought an Octo, and maybe it was something they gave me. But even paying for it, this is a great plugin. It's modeled off the, you guitar players will know, the Proco Rat. Sick guitar pedal, fuzz type pedal. Anyways, so I use that. I got a filter here, so it's cutting top end, adding distortion, and it sounds amazing. Here's without it. There's another plugin there. I'll bypass and show you in a second. Here's soloed without it. Okay, and let me turn the delay on. You can see I'm sending the delay into a verb. We'll get to that in a second. Here's with just the delay. Okay, so a slightly darker version of itself. And then with the UAD, it sounds like this. Okay, kind of barking at us a little bit. And I went and sent that to the Blue Cat's Patchwork, because there's a preset that I love to use. Anyone who's followed me for any amount of time, you'll know, especially if you're a member of the Mix Academy, I do this all the time. I take and pull in a preset Tony Maserati mentioned ages ago on Pensado's place. It was the Effects cassette deck. And this thing, I love to drive the junk out of it and get a ton of nasty distortion and then blend it with the Blue Cat Patchwork in parallel. So that at about 26%. Here's without that. And then with it. Kind kind of getting a cool phasey thing going there too. Here's a 100%. Oh, it actually probably even sounds better, 100%. Let's run with that. And then all I did was send that delay right here into a Gyno Hall, which is the Lexicon 224 set just with a really long sustained decay. And that sounds like this. Yeah, so by itself, still sounds cool. In the track, sounds even better. Here it is one more time. Cool. An appropriate time to end the tutorial with an error from Pro Tools. But I hope you dig that. Don't forget to check out the bundle, davidglennrecording.com. If you'd like to see more videos, feel free to email me, david@davidglennrecording.com. And tons more to come from the Pro Audio Files, David Glenn Recording, and we'll catch you in the next video.